Hugo, you damned fool. Just because the people around you acknowledge your ability doesn't mean they truly understand what you can do. You're acting like a puppy dog performing to impress your master, but facts have no need for masters. They seek only power. And with enough power, you can surpass your brother. Epona, are you the one who was talking? Well, look who's awake. Not you again. You sure are a handful, you know that? Did you really think you could use brute force to overpower the devil's gaze? I'm pretty reckless, but even I wouldn't get anywhere near that thing if I didn't have to. Wait, were you looking after me? You sound surprised. You owe me a rematch, remember? And I want you to be in tip-top shape for it. Besides, I'd have to be a real sicko to kill somebody while he's unconscious. Well, it doesn't really need to be a fair fight if you only can kill them. Easy now. After what you've been through, I wouldn't suggest trying any sudden moves. Just take it nice and slow. I don't need your pity. And I'm not unconscious anymore. So let's just get this over with. You're one obnoxious little prick, you know that? Lucky for you, I'm also not enough of a sicko to attack someone who's too weak to do anything but mouth off. Now if Zava were here, she'd totally slit your throat and laugh while you bled out. She's a real bad egg that way. Besides, Dallas ordered us to withdraw from Rado's annex, so technically I'm not even supposed to be here. Which means I'm sure as hell not going to do anything that would draw attention to myself. Have it your way then. So why were you really looking after me? I don't know. Is that the best you can come up with? What does it matter? I just felt like it, that's all. I'm guessing the bells play the Epona's song. That must be it. So you really are the Clawman's brother, huh? Why do you have it in for him so bad? Don't you two get along? Does it look like we get along? As far as I'm concerned, I have no brother. All I got is a target, a traitor I've set out to exterminate. Yeah, I get that. But he's still your brother. If you gotta kill him, then you gotta kill him. But you're still bound by blood, you know, and nothing can ever take that away. Sorry, not trying to open up all the wounds or anything. We just come from different worlds, I guess. You East people probably all think that way. He's always been completely self-absorbed. The fact line is generally named first among those of the 6 priests, were the arbiters in all matters of spirit. As the elder brother, Tual was expected to succeed our name, but he elected to become a holy knight instead. It came across as if he were scoffing in the face of his lineage, as if the position were beneath him. Simply put, he just didn't care. He wanted to follow his own path, so he did. Protocol and tradition be damned. He didn't even bat an eye when he was disinherited. It honestly didn't seem to bother him at all, really. And that's how the position of successor fell to me, the second son. They call me a magic prodigy now, but back then I was just an ordinary kid. I was constantly being compared to him, as if I were living in his shadow. In its own way, it was nothing short of excruciating. But I did as father asked of me, and tried as hard as I could to live up to everyone's lofty expectations. My training was intense and all-consuming. I lost every friend I had, but eventually I was deemed worthy of my title. Finally, I thought, finally everyone will acknowledge my abilities. I'll no longer just be regarded as 12 Facts' little brother. But then your goddamn demons attacked and we all had to ride Solomon's Shrine up into the sky to escape. And of course, Tual just had to stay behind with Commander Tova to buy time for the rest of us. Oh, how they praised him for his gallant sacrifice. And then, despite all my hard work, I was just 12 Facts' little brother again. Brother to one of the greatest heroes of Ys. That still seems to be all I'm known for. I fought so hard to crawl out from that shadow, only to be pulled right back in. Dots. I know I'm basically just lashing out at him. It's totally illogical for me to be as angry as I am, even after what he's done. But that doesn't change the fact that I really, truly want him dead. His betrayal just makes that attitude a lot easier to justify. He shamed our family enough just by forfeiting his right of succession so he could become a knight. Well, why would he do as others tell him instead of doing what he wants? That would just be stupid. Like it seems that you are for doing what others tell you instead of what you actually want. But there's still honor in knighthood. You took an oath to protect the Ys and the goddesses, after all. Then he trampled that oath into the ground. And for me, that's the final straw. He's beyond redemption. You're kind of rambling there, so I'm not sure I really understood all of what you were saying. But the long and the short of it is, you still love him, right? Were you even listening to me? How could you possibly have gotten that from any part of what I just told you? Well, you want what he's got, so you're trying to be just like him, right? Or I guess it's better to say you want to be respected and looked up to by your father and everybody else, the way he is. And you're frustrated that you can't seem to measure up. That sound about right? I got a big brother of my own, too, so I totally get where you're coming from. You kinda want to be nice to him, but then you also kinda want to wring his neck sometimes. Your parents are always saying things like, why can't you be more like your brother, and it's frustrating as hell. Because you love him, but he's just such a pain in the ass, you know. You don't get it at all. Huh? I said you don't get it at all. You've got one hell of an imagination, you know that? Why would I ever have the slightest inclination to be anything at all like him? That's patently absurd. I don't know. I've been told I'm pretty good at reading people. But hey, if you say I'm off the mark, I won't push the matter any further. I'll just leave it right where it lies. It's the least I can do to thank you for opening up to me. This is kinda nice, you know? I thought I had you pegged as this uptight, self-important asshole. I pretty much hated your guts. But now, I dunno. I guess you're really not so bad after all. You're like an extra smug version of me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? This whole ordeal has me completely worn out. Didn't you say you were ordered to abandon this place? If so, I think it might be best for you to follow those orders now. Alright, I can do that. Just so you know though, it's not possible for regular people like you to get through that door, no matter how hard you try. But that goddess lady is definitely in there, and she's safe, so don't worry, okay? I'll catch you later. Well, I know all about that door already, or at least all I need. Epona, was it? May I ask you one last question before you go? Sure, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to answer. Technically, I've already asked this, but I feel compelled to ask again. Simply put, I'm your enemy. Why are you going to all this trouble on my behalf? Sorry, but my answer hasn't changed. I honestly have no idea. I guess I just wanted to give it a shot, you know? Come to think of it, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What the hell is wrong with me? You're an oddball. Aren't you supposed to be good at reading people? Oh, shut up. You men always latch on to such trivial details. I've said my piece, so I'm out of here. Besides, if I'm late getting back, I'll never hear the end of it from Zava. Alright, I'll let you go. But thank you, Epona. You're welcome, Hugo. But just so you know, next time I see you, I'm going to have your head on a silver platter. Sure. So you'd better keep it nice and clean for me, you hear? Don't worry, I have no intention of holding back myself. It promises to be one hell of a fight. Okay. Now then, what to do next? I can't rescue Lady Fina without opening that door, but according to Epona, regular people like me are incapable of getting through it. That basically confirms that it's been enchanted with some sort of powerful curse. You need to be evil to open it, and sadly, curses lie firmly outside my area of expertise. As much as it pains me to seek counsel with the search party, I may need Cadena's advisement on this. No, you won't. I'm not comfortable leaving this place unmanned. Knowing Lady Fina is trapped within. I should use the Lila shell to get in touch with the search party from here. But I want to save! Drink this. Okay, it's this one. Oh, not a crystal. The shell. There. Hugo spoke into the Lila shell. Eolia's voice echoed back in response. Ah, Hugo, is that you? I hope you haven't been waiting too long. The knights were ambushed on their way to Rado's annex. It may be a while yet before they get there. I see. Well, I'm already here. But I seem to have run into a bit of a roadblock. Hugo briefly detailed his encounter with the cursed door and asked Eolia if Cadena might be available to help. Sure, I'll contact her right away and ask her to meet you there. Oh boy, you aren't kidding. This thing's got one hell of a curse on it. Just looking at it makes me feel tied in the chest. If it helps, that woman said regular people would never get through. Her choice of words there seemed deliberate. Do you have any idea what she might have meant? You need to be evil. I think so. I have a theory anyway. Best as I can tell, it'll only open for a demon, or someone harboring demon-grade malice, at the very least. It's honestly kind of ingenious, I mean. What better way to keep out do-gooders than by locking a door with pure hatred? So you pretty much have to be evil if you want to get in. In other words, a door designed solely for people like him. It really is quite a curse, and it's not just the door either. The whole room is affected by it. It's like there was an impossibly strong barrier all around it that no amount of brute force could possibly penetrate. Uh-oh, don't tell me you tried already! Yes, and one can say that it went poorly. So is there nothing at all we can do? Lady Fina is trapped in there after all. Yeah, we can't just leave her. Isn't there any way to fool it or something? if we could get our hands on one of the enemy's magic items, we might have a shot. What do you mean? Something with an equivalent curse on it. Particularly if it's something wearable. Assuming it doesn't kill whatever poor sap tries it on. That might just do the trick. Whoa, I don't like the sound of that at all. I think you might be assuming too much there. No one would be able to survive a curse that strong. Not under normal circumstances, no. But our only other option is to capture one of the enemies alive, so it still seemed worth mentioning. Yeah, I think that's even less likely. Alright then, I'll head back to the tower and see if I can find any magic items that might serve our purpose. In the meantime, I'd like for the two of you to keep this area secure. The knights should be arriving here anytime now. Hugo, sounds like a plan to me. In fact, it sounds almost too good to be true. You're actually communicating and coordinating with others. It's like some kind of miracle. Isn't your usual MO to do everything by yourself? What happened? Nothing in particular. I just know my own limitations, and this is not a field of magic I'm familiar with. Thus, I defer to the expert. Alright, I guess I can buy that. We'll be right here. Let us know if you find anything that might work. Be careful, Hugo. So then I'm going down, I guess. Wait, I'm floating. Wait. So then I just need to go and save before I return with the ring. Hopefully it doesn't kill me here, because I don't remember which other item I had to wear to not die by it. So let's look at that.